In today's video, we're going to be looking at AMVR's controller grip straps and if they're any good for you. Just so you know, AMVR did send these out to me along with the face cover that I reviewed earlier last week. However, it is just a gift and I can say what I like, to be honest. And the first thing I'm going to say is, these might not be for everyone. It completely depends on the size of your hands. If you have a look here, my hands are about 23 centimeters, the left one, and 22, apparently, on the second one. Guess which I'm left-handed or right-handed? Put them in the comments down below. I didn't realise, to be honest, my hands would be that different. That's like 1 centimeter. It's quite a bit. Keep telling yourself that. So that is the first thing I'm going to say. These aren't for the biggest of hands, I would argue. Mine fit nice and comfortably in, but I do probably have like medium-sized hands, I'd say, maybe. Check your size out. Also, put that in the comments down below. But apart from that, the quality on these things is the best thing about it. The thickness on the actual rubber that goes around your hand is really impressive. It's got a nice little steel bit here, which connects this soft plastic to a hard, rigid plastic that actually attaches very nicely on this bit of the controller itself. And as you can see here is where it's got like a little lip that goes over, but it doesn't affect the buttons in any way whatsoever. It doesn't interfere in any way. I really like the way it's being implemented. It's easy to get on and off. So to get off, you take it from the bottom and you just unclip it like that. And to put it back on, you take it to the top and you just clip to the bottom and then slide it to as close to the controller as you can get it, so there's no real gap. And it comes with a clip at the bottom that you can just unclip and it slides on, it slides off and on again, and then that just clips on just like so. This way it doesn't interfere with any of the actual light ring whatsoever, which was my worry, but it doesn't, because this is right at the bottom. And you can see that cut out bit there. And then at the top, obviously it doesn't interfere in any way because the lights go all the way around. So your sensors are fine, which was one of my worries. But it doesn't seem to have affected it anyway. And I think it's because of that, for the fact that it's actually not a problem. But yeah, so the main issue that I found, but to be honest, I got used to it, was that when it's fully strapped and tight as you can get it, so if you're playing like a rhythm game like Beat Saber or anything like that, you might struggle pressing some of these buttons. Now I have pretty bendy hands, so I'm okay, but some of you might struggle with that as well. But it tells you in the documents that like you want to be more moving your thumb up and down like this rather than I deliberately move in. But apart from that, when you are playing a rhythm game, you want it like as tight as you can get it, really, so your hands don't move. And it's really good. I like it. I like the overall feel of them. I was slightly worried again about this bit here. At first it felt wrong, but once I'd had it for a couple of weeks, you actually realise that that's probably the best way to implement it, rather than starting up here. It starts down here, and I know it sounds mental, because I was like, well, why didn't they just put it there? It makes more sense to be there now after a couple of weeks of trying it. I don't know why, but it sort of meets the top of your hand there and then the bottom of your hand. Apart from that, I really like the detail on it. Look at the swell. Can you see the swell? Yes. Look at that swell. I really like that. And then you've got the AMVR logo at the bottom. That's cool as well. Overall, I'm really impressed with the actual quality of them. The only problem you might have is big hands. Whether you see that as a big problem or not. But when it comes to controllers, you might have an issue. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.